Hello, my dear friends. How are you all doing? Good afternoon. It's a great pleasure to be here with you today. George Tumbongale Kelefak, Friday, 28th of February, 2025. So I would like to produce this video titled An Urgent Open Letter to the Clergy, Religious and Lay Faithful of the Archdiocese of Bamenda concerning canonical illegitimacy of the secular letter mandating Cathedraticum contributions to the Archdiocese of Bamenda in Cameroon. My dear friends, it has come to my and our attention that a secular letter issued by Father George Ngalen, Director of Cathedraticum of the Archdiocese of Bamenda, under the authority of Archbishop Andrew, have mandated an exorbitant Cathedraticum collection amounting to 121,720,425 francs CFA from the faithful, including students, religious institutions, and schools. This act is a grave canonical abuse, my dear friends. It is a great canonical abuse. It's a great canonical abuse. Now, because it violates both the spirit of Cathedraticum and the fundamental rights of the faithful. And as the voice of the voiceless and as the defender of the defenseless, I can't be quiet. I have to speak out. Now, let us go to the nature of Cathedraticum. It is a voluntary gift, not an imposed tax. Okay? It is a voluntary gift, not imposed. Anything voluntary, what you have, you give. You don't impose. Archbishop Gas imposed. If you look at the list, about 4 pages, imposing, you pay this, you pay this, you pay. No. This guy, Archbishop Andrew Care, is turning the church into a business place, and we have to stop him. Because he's not, the Catholic Church is not his property. The Archdiocese of Bamenda is not his property. Before he was Archbishop, there had been somebody there. So you should not think that he's not untouchable. Okay? Now, let's go to canon law. Canon 1266 states, in all churches and all retreats regularly open to Christian faithful, the local ordinary may open a collection for specific needs. Okay? However, this collection must remain voluntary and proportional to the faithful means. It must be proportional. Look at the exorbitant amount he has imposed on different schools and students. We have to tell him, no, this is canonically illegitimate. 2. Canon 1261, paragraph 1 affirms the faithful have the right to freely contribute to the needs of the church, but they cannot be forced to do so against their will. They cannot be forced. Okay, my friends? Canon 122, paragraph 1 states the Christian faithful are obliged to provide for the needs of the church so that it has what is necessary for divine worship, apostolic works, and charity. However, this must be done out of free will, not coercion. Okay? It must not be out of coercion, out of force. The demand for a fixed amount from every parish, school, and religious house is a blatant violation of these canons. The faithful cannot be taxed under the guise of Cathedraticum. Okay? Because it is a donation. Cathedraticum is supposed to be a donation, not an imposed tax. Okay? It's not a financial debt. It's a donation. Now, this immorality, it is outrageous and criminal that in our time of war, economic hardship and suffering, Archbishop Andrew Kia and his accomplice, Father George Ngalen, Director of Cathedraticum, are pressurizing the impoverished Christians to fund what appears to be a fraudulent financial scheme. Canon 384 states that the bishop is to care for his priests and faithful, not to burden them unnecessarily. Canon 529, paragraph 1 states that a bishop must know his people and their struggles, showing mercy rather than oppression. Where does Archbishop Care expect a war-torn people of Bamenda to get this money? 121 million. Should they sell their children's food, their only livelihood, or go into debt to satisfy the greedy political archbishop? Because Archbishop Care is a political archbishop, it's clear. He has lost his sense of direction. We have to tell him to stop. Otherwise, the Vatican should investigate him and dismiss him as an archbishop. Because we cannot continue to watch this. How can an archbishop who is a doctor in canon law do this nonsense? Because it doesn't make any sense to anybody. It's canonically illegitimate. Now, what are his actions? The actions of Archbishop Kia. It is not surprising that Archbishop Kia has continued his pattern of financial extortion. Same from Mamfe. The priests are still complaining that he went away with their money. Okay? With their fish pond money. The money they contributed for a fish pond, he escaped with it to Bamenda. Okay, he was involved in misappropriation of funds. Okay, and finally went around manipulating with the nuncio, and that's how his second cousin, Archbishop Bamenda, has come to cover up the financial mess. Okay, now we are very serious with what we're saying because we're talking from reliable sources. Now let us bring the audit team to investigate if they think we're just talking out of the blue. Now the action of Archbishop Kia is a gross violation of canon law. Canon 1389, paragraph 1. I want to repeat it again. Canon 1389, paragraph 1 states a person who abuses ecclesiastical power or office is to be punished with a just penalty. 2. Canon 1395, paragraph 2. A clergy who commits financial crimes is to be punished by ecclesiastical authority up to and including removal from office. Okay, and many archbishops and people have been removed from office. We have Bishop Franz Peter, okay, the German bishop who was removed from office because of his financial mess, financial embezzlement. Now, what do you have to do, the faithful? You have to resist the tyranny. No priest is canonically obligated to enforce this collection. Please don't enforce it. No Catholic is obliged to give under pressure. If you cannot give, do not be afraid. Okay? Okay? If you have a yam, give a yam. If you have a pear, give a pear. Give what you have. They cannot be imposing you to give money. Faithful must not succumb to fear. Reject this financial exploitation and give freely as God leads you, not under duress. Now, I have a message for the priest. Do not impose this fraudulent collection on your parishioners. Inform your communities of their rights under canon law. Stand up against this abuse, even if it means facing persecution. To the Catholic schools, refuse to submit to the financial oppressor. Speak out against this injustice. To the faithful, do not let fear control you. Give what you have willingly and reject any intimidation. Any priest praises you, remind them of Canon 1261. Conclusion. The sheep must not be silent when the shepherds become wolves. St. Paul said it in the Acts, that some of you, among you, will be wolves. Beware of wolves. And we have seen them in the ecclesiastical problem. Our bishops are despotic wolves who don't waste time to extort money from them. Yes. So the sheep must not be silent when the shepherds become wolves, like Archbishop Kia. The church belongs to Christ, not to corrupt bishops who exploit the faithful. The time has come to hold Archbishop Kia accountable before the universal church. So the Vatican should not waste time with this. We want the Vatican to now the nuncio, and this video is going to get to the nuncio, and the nuncio has to act. He cannot continue mingling with Archbishop Kia. He has to tell Bishop Kia what you're doing is wrong. So my dear friend, this video was a short video. It was a short video titled An Open Letter to All the Religious and Priests and Faithful regarding this Cathedraticum exploitation by Archbishop Kia. Thank you very much and God bless. See you.